That's From Disneyland Recap.
Mr. Cheesy Pop.
Hey everyone, it's Max. What a weekend it was at the That's From Disneyland Auction. This was truly one of the most memorable things that I have ever been a part of, and this last month has been so magical. I think more than anything was seeing at how this exhibit affected people and brought out this really fantastic community that we're all a part of. This Disney community is like nothing else. It is so positive and uplifting, and the emotions that it brings out, seeing these old ride vehicles, seeing these old posters, seeing anything that is Disneyland memorabilia, and the effect that it has on people, it was just so magical, and I'm so happy I was able to be there for this weekend in the auction, and thank you guys for tuning in to the live stream on both days. We had record numbers of people watching. It's truly been remarkable. If you missed any of it, you can check them out. They're all online. They will live there forever, so go check out any of the live streams to catch up on what you may have missed. It was truly just such an incredible experience to be there in person and to have you guys there with me. It was really neat. Before I get going with a recap of this, I just wanted to thank Richard Kraft, Nicholas Kraft, the Van Eatons, for putting all of this together, because this wasn't just an auction, it was truly this magical community experience that we all got to share in. And for me, it has changed like my whole life. I feel like it was so amazing to be part of it. And Melty Snow, you gotta get the t-shirt, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this video, I'm going to tell you some of the prices that things went for. There were 17 items that went for 6 figures. 4 of them are actually kind of in the same kind of grouping. But you'll see, so we're gonna count them down from the lowest 6-figure number to the crazy highest one. Let's go. So 17, 16, and 15 are actually tied, so we'll just call it 15, right? Yes. So at number 15 is a tie. All 3 of these went for $100,000. We've got the Matterhorn ride vehicle, classic. We have the Global Van Lines truck that lived on Main Street. This truck is in perfect condition. And then we have the Tom Sawyer's Island Explorer Map wooden sign. What? Yes, $100,000 for that sign, which you'll notice is kind of a theme. Ride vehicles went for very expensive, but so did a lot of posters. Coming in at number 14, a Rocket Jets original vehicle. This went for $130,000. Number 13 is Mr. Toad vehicle, coming in at $140,000. Now, the next 3 are very similar items. They are Haunted Mansion stretching portraits. These 3 went for $160,000 each. We got the Elderly Widow, we got the Dynamite, and we got the Tightrope Girl with the alligator. Those 3, $160,000 each. Also, tied at $160,000 is the People Mover! Now, number 8 is the Dune Buggy. This sold for $190,000. Our last one in the $100,000 range. Number 7, the Peter Pan vehicle, coming in at $220,000. It only gets crazier, because crazier is a Pirates of the Caribbean entryway sign that went for $230,000. That's right, this sign went for $230,000, guys. Which again, I'm telling you, just because it wasn't a ride vehicle doesn't mean that it wasn't just treasured by somebody. And that's what I think a lot of it is. When you're a collector, a lot of it's very personal to you, so you just gotta have it. And if you have that much money, then it's just like, yeah, I'll pay whatever to get that. I need it. Coming in at number 5, and if you've been following along with this whole auction, you'll know this is the item that started it all for Richard Kraft. It was his first item in his collection. The original Autopia attraction poster, and this went for $250,000. Whoa! Now you gotta believe that whoever bought this bought it because of the fact that it was the first of the collection, and that just obviously meant something, and that's amazing. Number 4 is the Haunted Mansion Stretching Portrait Quicksand Stretching Portrait. This went for $350,000. What? So the other 3 went for $160,000. This one went for $350,000. Number 3 is Jose. Jose went for $370,000. Now somebody's gonna have Jose in their bedroom just singing in the tiki 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 room all day long if they want. Number 2, and we knew this one was gonna be a big one. Did we know how big? Dumbo, number 2, $420,000. It's hard not to laugh at these numbers, guys. It is so crazy. Dumbo went for $420,000. Yes, but nothing could have prepared any of us that were sitting in that auction room for the number 1 item from the That's From Disneyland exhibit and auction. It's the Skyway Bucket at $540,000. Yes! You could have owned a Skyway Bucket for over $500,000, folks. Wow. And to think about it, a lot of us sat in that Skyway Bucket. A lot of us sat in that Skyway Bucket with Bob Gurr. I got my picture with him in that Skyway Bucket. So now I'm thinking about it like, hey man, I sat in something worth $500,000. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. There you go, guys. Those are your 6-figure items from the That's From Disneyland auction. Now I just want to share with you a few more honorable mentions because I know you'll have some questions about these. The big Disneyland D. Yeah, it didn't go for 6 figures. It went for $75,000. We had a Disneyland ticket booth go for $47,500. The Sea Serpent went for $80,000. The Country Bear Playhouse entry sign went for $85,000, guys. $85,000 for the sign. Signs are a big deal. We also had a Jungle Cruise sign go for $55,000. We had the Big Thunder Ranch sign that went for $40,000. And people have their posters. We had a Rocket to the Moon original poster go for $80,000, which makes the Swiss Family Organ at $55,000 a bargain. Speaking of bargains, you could have got the Space Mountain vehicle because that only went for $35,000. Original Bertha May Keelboat, $23,000. Davy Crockett Explorer Canoe, only $6,000. Now I gotta believe that people just were like, where am I gonna put this thing? Because it's enormous. If you've seen it in person, you know how big it was. One of the biggest bargains actually might have been the Haunted Mansion maquettes at $21,000. These are so rare, but people might not know what they are. But yeah, $21,000, big bargain. And of course, she became a legend. Melty Snow White. How much did she go for? A cool $32.50, guys. What? We were all sleeping on Melty Snow White. You could have had her. $32.50. What a bargain. What a steal. Well, there you go. There are your auction results. If you guys have any questions as to what things went for, leave them below. What was the biggest shock that you saw from the auction? I want to hear about that. What do you think should have gone for more? What do you think should have gone for less? Any questions about what actually went for what? I can probably help you with that. I was there for probably like 15 hours. Wow. And we live streamed for 7 hours each day. It was a crazy weekend. I don't know how I'm still awake. I don't know, but I am. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to check out any of the live stream, of course, you can go do that. It's going to live there forever. Let me know in the comments below anything you want to say about the auction. Like, subscribe, check out my Patreon page, and have a magical day, everybody. Bye.